begin the official ceremony by lighting the lamp.
Sir, excuse me. Sir. അതുകൊണ്ട്
The official inauguration of Deeksharambham 2023 has begun by lighting the lamp in the foyer by our honorable dignitaries. The dignitaries and students will enter the auditorium from the back entrance in a procession.
Please ensure silence is maintained throughout the entire ceremony.
സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്താൽ ക്യാമറ കയറാൻ പഠിക്കും
Now the procession moves into the auditorium.
Excuse me. One second. Slowly. One second.
All students are requested to rise and keep their lamps lit as the procession enters the auditorium.
Step by step.
I repeat, all students are requested to rise and keep their lamps lit as the procession enters the auditorium.
Step by step. Itu.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Respected dignitaries, invited guests, teaching and non-teaching staff, parents and young Rajagirians, welcome to Deeksharambham 2023, the initiation ceremony of the 23rd batch of BTech and the 15th batch of MTech students, which is also the 4th autonomous batch of our college. Deeksharambham is a ceremony that marks the beginning of the academic journey of our new engineering aspirants at the Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. The word Deeksha refers to an ancient Indian tradition of granting spiritual knowledge to the disciple. Arambham, or initiation, marks the start of this enlightening process. In simple words, Deeksharambham is the initiation of the journey to enlightenment.
In the words of APJ Abdul Kalam, education in its real sense is the pursuit of truth. It is an endless journey through knowledge and enlightenment. Let us begin Deeksharambham 2023 with an invocation. We commence the session with the teacher's prayer led by Dr. Elizabeth Rita Samuel, Associate Professor in the Department of AAA.
Hello.
This is followed by readings from Holy Scriptures and soul-soothing bhajans performed by Malhar, the music club of our set. Dr. Anthony V. Varghese, Professor, Department of Basic Sciences and Humanities, will then read excerpts from the Testament of a Loving Father by our saint and founding father of the CMI congregation, Saint Kyriakos Elias Chavra. We shall now begin the invocation.
All students are requested to rise and keep their lamps lit for the teacher's prayer. Holy and ever-loving God, who is wise and all-knowing, we worship you and bow our head before your divine majesty. We thank you for this glorious day you have given us and seek your blessings and protection as we embark on this new chapter of our life. May our children who are zealously stepping into this institution of higher learning today seek the treasure of knowledge and self-realization, grow in wisdom and understanding, in goodwill and love. Before you, our fellow beings, may they discern the right from the wrong, the good from the bad, and the helpful from the harmful. May they be led from unreality to reality, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. May our teachers be filled with wisdom, truth, and love, so that they may enrich the intellect and shape the mind and conscience of our children aright. May our parents be filled with strength, patience, and understanding, so that they may support and counsel and correct and guide our children.
May our institution leaders be guided by your divine hands in all that they direct and decide upon. Lord, you are the source of light, the very light giver. Keep us on the right path, illuminate our steps, shine your light over our thoughts, so that every deed we do, every word we say, are befitting of your presence in us. Loving God, you have exhorted us with your eternal words which resonate in our hearts. God, we trust and ask you to lead us to the doors of opportunity that you have prepared for us. Lord, empower us with your divine gift so that we step out into the open world bearing witness to your light and strength in our minds and hearts, to enlighten the ignorant, empower the weak, heal the wounded, to give our might to make the society more just and compassionate, and to make your goodness shine more brightly through all. Amen.
Please be seated.
A reading from the Gospel according to Saint Matthew, chapter 5, verses 13 to 16. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Amen.
Hallelujah. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Chapter 4, verses 33 to 35. O subduer of enemies, sacrifice performed in knowledge is superior to any mechanical material sacrifice. After all, Bharat, all sacrifices of work culminate in knowledge. Learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him with reverence and render service unto him. Such an enlightened saint can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Following this path and having achieved enlightenment from a guru, O Arjun, you will no longer fall into delusion. In the light of that knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but parts of the Supreme and are within me.
Verses 1 to 7. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful. Master of the day of judgment, it is you we worship, and upon you we call for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not of those against whom there is anger, nor of those who are misguided. Amen.
CMI സഭയുടെ സ്ഥാപക പിതാവായ വിശുദ്ധ കുര്യാക്കോസ് ഏലിയാസ് ചാവറു എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്ന ഒരു നല്ല അപ്പൻ്റെ ചാവറു എന്ന കൃതിയിൽ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് അർത്ഥവത്തായതും പ്രായോഗികവുമായ ഉപദേശങ്ങൾ നൽകിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് കോഴ്സിലേക്ക് നിങ്ങൾ പ്രവേശിക്കുകയും രാജഗിരി കുടുംബത്തിലേക്ക് നിങ്ങളെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുകയും ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ രക്ഷാധികാരിയായ വിശുദ്ധൻ്റെ അമൂല്യമായ കൽപ്പനകൾ ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ മുന്നിൽ അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. കുട്ടികളെ, നിങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കളുടെ കൈകളിലെ ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ നിക്ഷേപമാണ്. ദൈവസ്നേഹവും ദൈവഭയവുമുള്ള കുട്ടികൾ മാതാപിതാക്കളെ സ്നേഹിക്കുകയും ബഹുമാനിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യും. അമ്മയെ വിശ്വസിക്കൂ. കുഞ്ഞിൻ്റെ അപേക്ഷ പോലെ അമ്മയുടെ അപേക്ഷ ദൈവം കേൾക്കും. അലസത ദുശീലങ്ങൾ വളർത്തുന്നു. നിങ്ങളുടെ സുഹൃത്തുക്കൾ ദൈവത്തെ സ്നേഹിക്കുന്നവരായിരിക്കട്ടെ. നിങ്ങളുടെ വസ്ത്രവും വിശുദ്ധിയും നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രായത്തിനനുസരിച്ചായിരിക്കണം. നിങ്ങൾ മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് നന്മ ചെയ്യാത്ത ഒരു ദിവസം നിങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഉണ്ടാകരുത്. ദരിദ്രരെ അപമാനിക്കുകയോ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടിക്കുകയോ ചെയ്യരുത്. ദൈവം നിങ്ങളുടെ തൊഴിൽ തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾ അത് തിരഞ്ഞെടുക്കുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾ പ്രായത്തിലും പക്വതയിലും വളർന്നാലും നിങ്ങളുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കളെ അംഗീകരിക്കുകയും അവർക്ക് കീഴടങ്ങുകയും വേണം. സ്വന്തം സഹോദരങ്ങളെ വെറുക്കരുത്. മാതാപിതാക്കളെ നോക്കേണ്ടത് കുട്ടികളുടെ കടമയാണ്. നിങ്ങളെ ഓർത്ത് നിങ്ങളുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കൾ കണ്ണീരൊഴുക്കുന്നതിന് കാരണക്കാരനാകരുത്. എളിമയുള്ള മനുഷ്യനാണ് മനുഷ്യരിൽ ഏറ്റവും വലിയവൻ. നിങ്ങൾ ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെതായതിനാൽ നിങ്ങളെ ദൈവത്തിന് തിരികെ നൽകണം. പ്രാർത്ഥന. CMI സ്ഥാപനങ്ങളുടെ രക്ഷാധികാരിയായ വിശുദ്ധ കുര്യാക്കോസ് ഏലിയാസ് ചാവറ ഞങ്ങളുടെ പുതിയതായി ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തിയ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളുടെയും അവരുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കളുടെയും ആഗ്രഹങ്ങളും സ്വപ്നങ്ങളും ഞങ്ങൾ അങ്ങയെ ഏൽപ്പിക്കുന്നു. ഒപ്പം അവരുടെ കഴിവുകൾ സാക്ഷാത്കരിക്കാൻ അവരെ സഹായിക്കുന്നതിന് സർവശക്തനായ ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ മുമ്പാകെ മധ്യസ്ഥത വഹിക്കാൻ ഞങ്ങൾ പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. ആമേൻ.
Dance is meditation in movement, a walk into music where every moment becomes prayer. Dance offers a medium of reflection that opens the soul to insight and strength. If we believe that prayer is the central core of life, then dance, which becomes prayer, also expresses our relationship to God, to others, and to the world. To bless the stage with their graceful moves, we have Pravaha, the dance club of Asset, for the invocation dance.
Now, let's take a closer look at the captivating history that has shaped Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology.
Established in 2001, Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology stands as a premier institution renowned for its commitment to delivering excellence in engineering education. RSET proudly offers B.Tech in 9 disciplines, M.Tech in 9 disciplines, and a vibrant PhD program spanning across 9 disciplines. Notably, RSET has secured the largest allotment in the state's self-financing sector following the 3rd allocation for this year, underscoring its exceptional reputation and dedication in providing top-tier education.
Let us now see the evolution of Rajagiri over the years. Our institution started in the year 2001 with 4 B.Tech programs. In 2004, the B.Tech program in Electrical and Electronics Engineering was introduced. M.Tech in Computer Science and Information Systems and M.Tech in VLSI and Embedded Systems was initiated in 2009. The college was accredited by NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, in the same year. The M.Tech program in Industrial Drives and Control was introduced in 2010. In the following year, the institution started B.Tech in Mechanical Engineering and M.Tech in Network Engineering.
2013 marked the inclusion of B.Tech in Civil Engineering and M.Tech in Communication Engineering. 5 B.Tech programs were accredited by the NBA, National Board of Accreditation, in the year 2014. In the year 2015, RSET was affiliated with the newly constituted APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, Kerala. In the year 2016, RSET was re-accredited by NAC.
The year 2017 was an eventful year for RSET. Rajagiri set a milestone of getting re-accredited by NBA and NAC with A grade. In 2019, B.Tech program in Mechanical Engineering received NBA accreditation. Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology was conferred with the most coveted autonomous status in the year 2020. That year also marked the commencement of the state-of-the-art and cutting-edge B.Tech program in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science.
The year 2021 marks the extension of accreditation by NAC for all eligible B.Tech programs. RSET stands proud as one of the only institutions in Kerala providing one of the most innovative and revolutionary disciplines through our Computer Science and Business Systems program in collaboration with TCS.
In 2022, all eligible B.Tech programs were re-accredited by NBA.
In the year 2023, RSET secured 86 lakhs research grant by the Ministry of Electronics and IT, India, under the C2S program. This initiative aims to promote reusable IPs and specialized training in VLSI and embedded systems design. The program is led by Professor Dr. Jobin K. Anthony, the Principal Investigator, Dr. Simi Zareen Sliba, Co-Principal Investigator, Professor Karan P. Menon, and Professor Dr. Jason Paul Malirical CMR as esteemed team members. The success of our project is guaranteed by their expertise. RSET has signed an MOU with ICAM University France to conduct final year classes for 16 UG students, which started on September 11, 2023. The program is led by Dr. Elizabeth Rita Samuel, Pedagogical Coordinator, and Dr. Viju Paul as the consultant. ICAM offers engineering courses globally, emphasizing humanist values for well-rounded engineers.
ASIT had recently secured the first prize of 1 lakh at the national level Autonomous Robotics Challenge Swadesh 2023, organized by CDAC Trivandrum in collaboration with Tihan IIT Hyderabad. The team, led by Gerald Peter, comprising of Gokul Krishna S, Kiran CC, K. Shivashankar, and Giljan Preji, has demonstrated tremendous effort and devotion to achieve this remarkable milestone. In July 2023, ASIT and Agape Diagnostics Limited introduced a 6-month postgraduate diploma in Applied Medical Diagnostics, certified by ASAP Kerala. It emphasizes on IVD equipment handling and healthcare applications. This program offers a path to excel in the realm of medical diagnostics.
Our college, recognized as a center of research by APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, has recently marked the successful completion of 2 doctoral degree programs.
ASIT has time and again proven its excellence through various industry-relevant and innovative disciplines,
establishing the benchmark for top leaders and engineers.
It gives us utmost honor and pride to welcome all our dignitaries. Our guest of honor, Dr. Saji Gopinath, Provincial, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, Director, Reverend Dr. Jose Kuridit CMI, Principal, Professor Dr. P.S. Srijit, Assistant Director, Reverend Dr. Joel George Pulolal CMI, Vice Principal, Reverend Dr. Jason Paul Mullerikal CMI, Controller of the Examinations and Dean PG Studies, Dr. Vinod Kumar PB. Let's welcome all our dignitaries onto the dais.
Deeksharambham is an annual initiation ceremony where young curious minds are welcomed to the Rajagiri fraternity. Over the coming years, they will become the proud inheritors of the Rajagiri legacy. Let's put our hands together to welcome the new members of our family. To feel the spirit of Rajagiri, let's start today's program with the Rajagiri anthem. I request everyone to kindly rise.
Rajagiri
Professor Dr. P.S. Regent is a distinguished academic and scholar who has made a mark in not just teaching but in academic administration and research. He has been an immense force of support in promoting the various activities and initiatives of our SIT. May I welcome Professor Dr. P.S. Regent for the welcome address.
Respected Reverend Father Benny Nakara, manager of the school, Honorable Chief Guest Dr. Saji Gobinath, Vice Chancellor of the Kerala Digital University and Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological Kerala University, our Director, Reverend Father Jose Kuriyadathar, our Assistant Director, Reverend Father Joel George Pullodi, Vice Principal, Reverend Father Dr. Jason Paul Mularikal, Controller of Examination, Dr. Vinod Kumar, Heads of departments, faculty members, administrative staff and technical staff of our institution, dear parents and relatives of the newly joined students, then senior students who are actively participating for their different programs, as well as acting as volunteers, and the newly joined students. I am standing here with great excitement and pleasure to welcome the 23rd batch of BTech students and 15th batch of postgraduate or MTech students. Most of you have gone through our website in which you have got the details. Our institution started in 2021 and is run by CMI Fathers, Carmelites of Mary Immaculate, and all the milestones in this journey from 2001 to 2013 has been explained. And our institution stands the institution with the maximum intake of students in the state of Kerala. Also, we have got, as it is already explained over here, we have got 10 departments, including mathematics and basic science and humanities department, and 9 UG programs spread over 8 other departments. We have got 5 MTech programs in various departments and also PhD programs, and we are one of the institutions which is having the maximum number of PhD students, almost 56 students. Also, we have got all the statutory accreditations as like NAC as well as MBA programs, and in 2025 we will be further going for the accreditation programs, extension of the accreditation programs. We have got more than 3,500 students in BTech, MTech as well as PhD programs. Also, we have got some other programs like, as it is already taught, ICAM, University of ICAM from France. Now here there are 16 students from 4 campuses in France, as well as from that of Cameroon. They will be here for 9 months here in our campus. So likewise, Agape programs, we have got several other programs. What I am explaining is that there are a lot of opportunities for the students who are joined here to improve their their learning process, as well as to improve their skills required. The only thing is that one has to utilize the coming 4 years in a better way, so that they will come out of the institution as successful engineers. It need not be necessary that nowadays, as we can notice, that the most demand is for computer science and engineering. Demand is there for computer science and engineering, that I agree, but the thing is that every branch of engineering has got its own demand. The only thing is that you should come out as successful engineers, as well as then you should find out the opportunities with which I think it is possible. The branch doesn't count, and I hope for the coming 4 years you will be putting hard work so that you will become successful engineers. With this small introduction, I move to that of welcoming that of the dignitaries over here. The first person to be welcomed is the President of the function, Reverend Father Benny Narkara, who is the manager of our school as well as the Provincial of Sacred Heart Province. Earlier, Father Benny Narkara has been serving as Faculty of Theology at Dharmaram Vidyakshetra, Bangalore. He served as Registrar and Director of Center for Study and Research on St. Chavara. Also, Academic Council member at Christ deemed to be University. He is proficient in many languages like Greek, Hebrew, Italian and German. Father Benny has organized several seminars and conferences, both national as well as international. And he has authored good number of articles in English and Malayalam. And I take this opportunity on behalf of everybody present over here to welcome our manager, Reverend Father Benny Narkara. The chief guest of the day is Dr. Saji Gobinath. He is the present Vice Chancellor of Kerala University of Digital Science, Innovation and Technology, and also the acting Vice Chancellor of our university, that is APJ Abdul Kalam Kerala Technological University. Basically, he is a mechanical engineer, gold medalist from Kerala University. He did his PG and PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He then worked in Larsen & Toubro and ONGC before shifting to academics. He was professor since 2008 at Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode, and he was Dean Administration at the same institute from 2011-13 and Dean Academics from 2013-2015. He also serves in various national committees of education and technology. He is also a recipient of several awards from national and international bodies. This is a small introduction of our chief guest because of the time limit. And again, with all the people gathered over here, I extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Saji Gobinath. Next person to be introduced is our beloved director, Reverend Father Dr. Jose Kuriyatha. He was Professor of Sociology at Sacred Heart College, Tevara, from 1980 to 2000. He is a doctorate in Sociology and did his postdoctoral studies at Catholic University Leuven, Belgium, from 1990 to 1992. He retired as the Principal of Sacred Heart College, Tevara. He has got many articles in sociology and published several books. He is the educational counselor for CMI group of institutions for a long period. He was also provincial of Sacred Heart province and also the manager of our school earlier. Presently, he is holding the post of director of RSET for a second term. I respectfully welcome Reverend Father Jose Criado to this function. We have got our assistant director, Reverend Father Dr. Joel George Pulloli. He is Dean UG Studies, also a faculty member with Mechanical Engineering Department. I cheerfully welcome Reverend Father Dr. Joel George Pulloli. Also, we have got our Vice Principal, Reverend Father Jason Paul Mullerikal. He was involved with a lot of activities in research, and I take this opportunity to welcome him also to this function. Dr. Vinod Kumar also is on the stage. He has been in this institution from the starting of this institution. He is presently the Dean of Postgraduate Studies, as well as once we become an autonomous institution, there was a need for a separate examination wing. So he is also the controller of examinations of our institution. I extend a genial welcome to Dr. Vinod Kumar PB. All our heads of departments are present over here, and also all our faculty members. We have got around more than 200 faculty members, and also more than 100 administrative as well as non-technical staff are there. Most of them are present here. I extend a friendly welcome to all of them. Then the next I have to welcome that of the senior students who has been greatly involved in the conduct of this program in the form of volunteers as well as active participants in the various programs which has already been conducted on the stage. I extend a convivial welcome to all of the senior students. Then there is the parents of the newly joined students. I understand that they have come over here from a long way, and I welcome all the parents as well as their relatives to this function. And finally, I welcome the newly joined students. We have got more than 950 students who are newly joined in our institution for first year. And I wholeheartedly welcome all the newly students, and I advise them to work for the coming 4 years are quite crucial in their life, and they will rise to that of the occasion and will come out as successful engineers at the end of 4 years. I extend a warm welcome to that of the newly joined students also. Once more, I welcome all the people present over here to this function, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I am privileged to introduce our provincial and manager, Reverend Father Benny Nalkrasianai. Reverend Father Benny Nalkrasianai has been serving as a faculty for New Testament and Biblical Greek in the Faculty of Theology at Dharmaram Vidyakshetram, Bangalore. As a columnist, poet, and lyricist, he regularly contributes to writings and publications. May I invite Reverend Father Benny Nalkrasianai to deliver the presidential address.
Respected Dr. Saji Gobinath, the chief guest of the day, Reverend Dr. Jose Correa, CMI, Director RSET, Dr. Srijit PS, the Principal, Reverend Dr. Jason Paul, Vice Principal, Reverend Dr. Joel George, Assistant Director and Dean of UG Studies, Dr. P.B. Vinod Kumar, the Controller of Examinations, dear guests, dear deans, HODs, members of the faculties, office staff and supporting staff, dear parents and our young Rajagirians, the freshers, a very good morning to all of you. It's indeed a great day for all of us who are present here when more than 900 students begin their academic journey at Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. It's a dream come true moment for many of you, the newcomers. Thousands of students, including your friends, wanted to be here today. You are the chosen ones. Today you are becoming part of a great legacy. Rajagiri institutions are managed by the Sacred Heart Province of the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate, the CMI, the first ever indigenous religious congregation for men in the Syrian Catholic tradition of Christianity in India. The CMI congregation, established in 1831, played a major role in revolutionizing the education scene in Kerala in the late 19th century. Here's the profound vision of Saint Kyriakos Elias Shavara, one of the founding fathers of the congregation. The CMIs have zealously worked towards providing value-based quality education to society at large, irrespective of religious differences down the centuries. Today, the congregation has hundreds of educational institutions from schools to professional colleges under its umbrella. We, the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate, after the example of our founder, Saint Kyriakos Elias Shavara, consider education as integral and inclusive formation of the human person for the fulfillment of his or her individual and social responsibilities. The CMI educational vision aims at forming leaders who are intellectually competent, spiritually mature, morally upright, psychologically integrated, physically healthy, and socially acceptable, who will champion the cause of justice, love, truth, and peace, and who are ever open to further growth. We aim at creating a just and humane society where dignity of the human person is respected, where unjust social structures are challenged, where our cultural heritage of ahimsa, religious harmony, and national unity are upheld, and where the poor and the marginalized are specially taken care of. As dear freshers, you are becoming part of this great legacy by deciding to be a Rajagirian. Learn, serve, and excel, as the Rajagiri motto says. In this abode of wisdom, you will have ample opportunities to grow and excel. And today onwards, Rajagiri should be your second home. At Rajagiri, we envisage to form you people not merely as techies and engineering professionals, but people with the right attitude in life. People who are humane, humble, and socially sensitive. People who hold positivity in heart. People who are endowed with the attitude of gratitude always. People who can listen with the heart. I would like to call it as Rajagiri DNA. Try to make this Rajagiri DNA as part of your lives. In a world of ice and dareness, Rajagiri will help you to help and inspire you to have 3 I's: integration, innovation, and involvement in your life. You have been trained to grow into you will be trained to grow into the ideal of integration, trying to bring about a harmonious blending of the spiritual values with the secular, modernity with the heritage, competitiveness with the cooperation, technology with the humanism and social sensitivity. Dear Rajagirians, be the agents of integration and harmony in this divided and dividing society. Be the masters of involvement in a highly selfie world and culture. This may be one of the most difficult tasks for you. We have the temptations to hide ourselves in the comfort zones of life. Involvement is nothing but being socially useful. It's a capacity to be connected with the world around us. You need to go out of this institution as mature human beings. Famous educational philosopher Alfred Adler has said, social usefulness is the barometer of one's maturity. This distinct mark of Rajagiri education is this growth into social usefulness. You should graduate from here as people with more holistic vision, strong human values, and social sensibility. Rajagiri will teach you to be innovative. Innovation is not merely going after novelty. Innovation is the initiative for being creative and proactive in life. Innovation is crucial to the continuing success of any organization. For being innovative in life, you need to translate the knowledge you acquire in the context of the society and its needs. For being innovative, you need to be open to the realities of this world. When you are at Rajagiri, I would also like to ask you to be 3D people. Dream, dare, and dazzle. Dear students, you are here to become engineers and techies. It's a great dream, but you should have greater dreams like becoming a compassionate and grace-filled human being. A dream to become socially sensitive and committed citizen. Please do dare to realize your dreams. Always be tempted to attempt to realize your dreams. Dear students, begin your journey with enthusiasm and commitment. The study of engineering, as we all know, is a demanding task. For that you need profound dedication and commitment in your journey that you begin from this moment. We should do hard work for learning. കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട് പഠിക്കണം മാത്രം പോരാ, ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട് പഠിക്കാനും നമ്മൾ അറിയണം. Yes, you should love your studies. Be the real seekers of knowledge, blessed with wisdom. Let there be a happy blending of reasoning, intuition, and imagination in your life so that you can prove yourself and improve the world around you. And you need to dazzle in everything you do with the right attitude. Excellence is the mantra you will hear at Rajagiri. Be passionate. Don't be in the extremes of silence or violence, but be proactive in everything you do here. Dear parents, thank you very much for your trust that you have expressed by sending your dear ones to Rajagiri. Let's accompany them together with empathy and understanding. Dear students, parents, and teachers, let's together begin this journey. All the best and God's blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for those inspiring words. Our beloved Director of ASET, Reverend Dr. Jose Kuridet CMR, holds a doctoral degree in sociology and did his postdoctoral research at the Catholic University of Leuven, Belgium. He served as the pastor of Holy Cross Parish, Toronto, and was the general counsel for education and communication media in the CMI congregation, and has also held the position of provincial in the congregation. He has presented papers at both national and international conferences and has published numerous books and scientific articles on sociology. We are pleased to inform that his publications have been made available on the Rajagiri website. May I welcome our director, Reverend Dr. Jose Kuridet CMR, to address the gathering.
Dr. Seji Gopinath, Vice Chancellor of Kerala Digital University and Vice Chancellor in charge of Kerala Technological University, and the chief guest of the day, Reverend Father Benjamin Alkanas CMI, our Provincial and Manager of RSET, and the President of this meeting, Professor Dr. Sejith, the Principal, Reverend Dr. Joy George, the Assistant Director, Reverend Dr. Jason Vladikal, the Vice Principal, Professor Dr. Vinod Kumar, Dean of PG Studies and Controller of Exams, Reverend Fathers, dear parents, members of the faculty and of the non-teaching staff, distinguished guests, and my dear newly admitted students. My personal and cordial welcome to all of you, especially the newly admitted first-year students and their parents, to the Rajagiri family. My dear youngsters, after completing your school education, now you have become college students, that too of professional education in various branches of engineering in our Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. You are now the members of a large Rajagiri family. The excellence of RSET in different aspects, like in teaching learning process, results, particularly results, research, placements, etc., is achieved by the collective effort of all of us, particularly the students and the faculty, sincerely supported by the management and the principal. A family spirit with its ambience forms the foundation or basis for such strong commitment and consequent results. So I welcome you, both students and their parents, to this RSET family and hope that its family spirit will be nurtured further in the years ahead with your cooperation and contributions. The management on our part is committed to provide you the necessary facilities in the institution and in the campus. I request you to make use of these facilities and develop your personality in all its dimensions. I request you not to waste your time from day one and let yourself grow. Your preparedness during these 4 years of professional education will equip you to build a career for your life. It is not enough that you gain some knowledge from here, of course that will be important, but much more than that. You should be able to develop your varied talents and grow a mature personality with all-round ability, so much so that you obtain good placements. RSET has a very efficient placement cell and we have a very high percentage of placements. In one of the more than 100 industries that visit our college every year, and your family and this institution would feel proud of you after 4 years. So let me remind you a few things. Number one, the first among them is, in modern times, is to develop and sharpen your creative intelligence. Gone are the days when you could obtain job with accumulated knowledge from textbooks. Collecting and storing information, though important, is not sufficient. You should be able to creatively utilize it, even produce new knowledge. This is the era of information technology revolution. Knowledge is being produced practically every moment and is being disseminated. and we have numerous means to acquire this knowledge. The days in which you had to depend exclusively on teachers and textbooks have disappeared. What the society expects and wants is very motivated and energetic youth who have lots of creativity to utilize the knowledge they acquire and even build on what they receive. So first, sharpen your creative intelligence. Secondly, along with the creative intelligence, kindly try to develop your soft skills, which you will need more in later life in the open society. 5 of the most important soft skills are good communication and interpersonal skills, leadership and teamwork, problem solving, work ethic, and time management. Today, most institutions look for youngsters not merely with intellectual abilities, but also with such soft skills, so that they work in the institution as a team happily and find satisfaction in the work they do. Thirdly, develop a very healthy network of friendship in your relationship with your peers and teachers during the years you are here. That will be like a social bulwark for the entire life, providing warmth in normal times and emotional security in difficult days. But choose your friends with great care so that you do not fall into harmful relationships. You should be able to discover with your inner eyes or your intuition the solid or hollow nature of personalities you are going to meet around you. Kindly choose the solid and the sound persons and make them your friends. Fourthly, you will enjoy more freedom in a higher education institution like this than you had in the school. That freedom is a sign and recognition of your growth. That freedom is an opportunity to express your maturity and take appropriate decisions in your life and learning. Wrong decisions may lead you to failures and even dangers. So I request you to make use of the freedom with the discernment, in consultation with your parents and teachers, so that you are not led to a point from where you cannot easily return. Your drives and inclinations can make you wrong choices. During childhood, your personality was controlled mostly from outside through external control means like parental authority, do's and don'ts, rules and regulations, etc. Now that you are gradually moving towards adulthood, your freedom should be balanced and guided by not by external controls, but by internal controls like your own convictions, values, motivation, attitude, etc. So use your critical evaluation and mature judgment for the same. And finally, as we are living at a time in which communities are drifting apart instead of coming together, and newer means of exploitation are invented day by day and used to destroy the lives and happiness of individuals and communities, you, the youngsters, and the leaders of the next generation should be committed to and practice the modern values of inclusiveness, like love and perfection of nature, respect for gender equality, social concern for the marginalized sections and the underprivileged, culture of cooperation rather than conflict, interreligious harmony, and so on. So these are the 5 points I would like to share with you, bear in mind. As regards RSET, it has already been said that it's a premier institution of engineering education. As most of you know, this is one of the constituent units of Rajagiri group of higher educations, and was established in 2001 as the first professional college by our religious congregation, the CMI Fathers. This was part of an ongoing endeavor by the priests of this congregation, the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate, to take creative steps in the field of education, following the legacy of our founder, as you already know, Saint Kuriakos Elias Chavara, who initiated an educational movement in the 19th century Kerala and paved the way for the integral transformation of the society. The congregation is now working for the enlightenment and empowerment of the society in more than 30 countries all over the globe through religious and spiritual institutions, and more visibly through around 800 educational institutions ranging from lower KG to professional colleges and a deemed university, the Christ Deemed University. Rajagiri institutions among the CMI institutions stand out as models of excellence and innovation. As it was told here, all 7 eligible undergraduate programs of this autonomous institution are NBA accredited. In the field of research conferences, production and dissemination of knowledge, and several other creative steps, RCT is functioning in partnership with reputed institutions in India and abroad, thereby steadily growing to international stature. We have educational and entrepreneurial collaboration with the STEA group of companies of Germany, Allen University again of Germany, twinning programs with the Flinders University Australia, student exchange programs with ICOM University France, and so on. So it is to such a higher education institution with a proud heritage and professional ambience, I welcome all of you. The motto of RSET, probably you have noticed, is learn, serve, and excel. I pray that you learn well while you are here. Get ready and begin to serve one another and the society as a whole, and also excel in life. Wishing you the best and God's blessings on you and your families. I remain. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your words of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to welcome Dr. Saji Gopinath as our distinguished chief guest today. Dr. Gopinath is a renowned scholar and leader who has made remarkable contributions to education, technology, and innovation. He currently serves as the Vice Chancellor of APJ-AKTU and Kerala University of Digital Sciences, Innovation and Technology. He has previously served as the CEO of Kerala Startup Mission for a significant 3-year tenure, contributing to its growth and success. With great pleasure, may I now invite our guest of honor, Dr. Saji Gopinath, for the Deeksharambham address.
Good morning. Respected President of the function, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara, CMI Provincial, Sacred Heart Province, and Manager, Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. Honorable Director, Reverend Dr. Juice Kurieda, CMI. Principal, Professor Dr. P.S. Srijit. Assistant Director, Reverend Dr. Joel George Ulolil. Reverend Dr. Jason Paul Mulirical, CMI Vice Principal. Controller of Examination, Dr. Vinod Kumar, PB. Respected faculty members, heads of departments, deans, the parents, and the stars of today, the incoming batch of BTech and MTech programs. At the outset, let me congratulate all the new joinees of the professional education and wish you a great next 4 years of achievements. As in charge Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, it's also my pleasure to invite you to the KTU family through one of the top engineering institutions in the state, the Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. I'm extremely happy and excited to be with you because I believe that each of you who are getting admission today are among the privileged lot. As many of you know that in a country like India, only 1 out of 4 people actually have access to higher education. much less around 1 out of 10 has got access to technology education, as engineering education. And more or less, more privileged are the people who could get admission to a great institution like Rajagiri institution, which Reverend Father Benny Nalkara rightly mentioned. Not only make you as great technologists and professionals and engineers, but also, more importantly, make you all-rounded human beings, which I believe is the need of the hour. I know that most of you sitting here has worked extremely hard during the last 2 years for your entrance examination, coping with multiple aspects, and maybe start thinking about relaxing a bit into the as we get into the portals of engineering education. But it's a time that we need to actually change gears, not to slow down, but to change gears and start make best use of the next 4 years, which you are going to undertake your engineering education. Because this is going to be perhaps the most important and most defining period of your life itself. Because as many of you may be knowing that we are actually at a, I'll not say even a golden era, maybe a diamond era of engineering. Around us, large number of inventions, innovations are happening every day. And it's primarily the people like you who are being a part of it. Think about the things which has actually changed your life in the recent past. Some of the things which you use it for granted. Let's take Google for example. Or you take WhatsApp for example. Almost all of these things are actually being created by engineers. If you look around this room, almost everything which will make your life comfortable, everything which is actually adding value to you is actually developed by some engineer or some technologist somewhere in the world. In fact, all these years, as young people, you are actually using the benefit of all these things. But I think it is time that we actually start creating it. Can we actually start developing products and services even while at the college itself? Reverend Father Benny mentioned about the innovation being one of the key pillars of Rajagiri Asset. I'm sure that you must have heard about driverless cars, autonomous cars, right? You must have seen in movies, you must have read on that. But how many of you know that the first autonomous car in Kerala has actually driven on the way which you came? The road which leads to Rajagiri College of Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. Your own seniors has actually developed perhaps the first, I don't know whether it's the first car in India, but obviously I know that it's the first autonomous car, autonomous driverless car in the state using very limited resources. This is the power of today, where if you really can dream and if you can actually translate into action, it's possible. This group of students, I think it was around 3-4 years back, because I think that happened 2018 or 19, I believe. A group of mechanical, electrical, electronics and electrical engineer students, people like you, actually came together and started asking the question, why we are studying many subjects, many knowledge, why can't we actually translate that into action? I understand that they have even taken the car from here to Kottayam, also on without a driver as such, which is of course as a little bit of a challenge, but they did that. So what I mean to say is that the innovation when you speak about is not far from us. The innovation is just near us. It's each of you can actually do that. And when you start doing that innovation for public good, to solve the society's problem, that's when it becomes extremely significant. I'm sure that when you travel in Cochin, you must have seen huge amount of traffic jams, right? You must have seen that in many traffic junctions, the ambulances are coming with patients who have to get into the hospital and get stuck in the traffic, where sometimes the human life is actually at stake. Can you have a solution to that? Again, some of your seniors, some of the youngsters like you from this college decided that rather than feeling bad about it, rather than thinking about, okay, what happens, what can we do about it, they thought they will actually have a solution. And that's basically where a small company called Profitizer, which was formed from this college, where they actually created what we call as a green corridor for ambulances in Kochi, where an ambulance from Kalamassery up to Medical Mission Hospital can go without stopping because the moment the ambulance comes, the traffic lights automatically will turn green. Believe me, if you start looking at this solution in another part of the world, it should have cost millions of dollars. Without having any of those money, the same children, the small, I think they were in third year or fourth year of this college, they actually created it and ran it almost for a year. In fact, Honorable Chief Minister actually launched that project sometime in 2017. Because of some of the other non-technical issues, we could not actually scale up to the entire Kerala, and there were some other issues in the startup process. But what is more important is that look at the problems around us and start looking at it. When you travel in road and you see a pothole, normally you say that, okay, there's a pothole and I have no solution to that. But again, a few students from here actually thought that why should actually have potholes? Why can't we actually solve that? Why can't we actually map it while it is on the trade? And that company is actually doing pretty well today. It's actually going into the higher levels of investment and things like that. I can give you a large number of examples like this, not only from Rajagiri, but from the youth of Kerala which has created. But Rajagiri, I always feel that one of the companies, one of the institutions which has already promoted the innovation to its really, really high extent. In fact, so much so that when Honorable Prime Minister visited Trivandrum recently for the launch of Vande Bharat Express, we actually presented it because Digital University where I am heading, we also have the launch of Digital Science Park. We actually presented him a memento. We thought that rather than presenting him something different, something normal, we'll give something very unique. And one of the things which we presented is actually a chip. A chip which is first time made from Kerala. You must have used smaller chips in your computers, laptops, etc. But Kerala never used to produce chips. The chip produced from Kerala, and that also from a company formed from Rajagiri assets. So what I mean to say is that we actually don't have limits today. It is not necessary that we need to actually say that, okay, our objective is primarily to do 4-year engineering and then pass out with a degree and get you a job. Of course, that is obviously necessary. But that is not where the life should end. Instead of that, next 4 years, 4 years is more than 1,600 days for you. And if you translate into hours and minutes, you have a very, very large number of resources with you. This period, how am I going to use it to the best of my knowledge, best of my ability, is something which we need to start asking. Why do you do that? Because as I said, we are in the diamond era of engineering. Here, every day, newer and newer things are happening. And because of that, most of the things which you are going to learn from your classrooms, which you are learning from your subjects, which you are going to get through your marks, are going to be not sufficient for you to win in life. Because by the time you pass out in the next 4 years, a lot of new things will happen. Nobody actually thought that something like generative AI is going to make a change, which we call as ChatGPT, is going to make such a change in a very short period of time. Today, if you really wanted to work in an organization, you need to know how I tame AI to a large extent possible, which was not the case 5 years or 10 years back. Before you were born, I'm sure that many people were not even thinking that we can use something called internet to make big changes. Google was not there. So a lot of things have happened in the recent past, and most of the things which has happened in the recent past, they all are actually started from the campuses. Be it WhatsApp, be it Google, be it Amazon, be it Facebook, all of them have started from campuses. Campuses of other part of the world. But I think it is a time that we need to start looking at why don't such things happen from our own campuses. Because they are not anymore extracurricular activities, but they are actually going to be the core curricular activities. If you really wanted to make your engineering education really meaningful, you need to actually start applying that. And if you can apply that to solve the problems around us, that's what the point which I was trying to say earlier, it makes the engineering education really, really meaningful. And that is needed for a country which actually aspires to become a developed country in the next 25 years. When we say that India has to become a developed country, the initial fortunate aspect which I said for each of you, that you are fortunate because only 1 out of 4 people in India can get higher education. The same case is with many other things. If you look at many of the products and services, a large number of people do not have access to that. Many people in India still do not have access to clean water. Many people in India do not have access to a proper medical help. Many people in India do not have access to many other basic requirements as such. But rather than feeling bad about it, we need to say that if a country can use indigenous technology, if a country can use the power of its own engineers and actually conquer the moon, why can't we conquer these problems with our own energy? I believe that is going to be the key challenge for each of you. And to do that, we actually need to learn rocket science. We need to learn the science and basics of the engineering and technology which you are going to learn. You will be studying a large plethora of subjects. When I was doing my engineering several years back, I used to wonder that why should I study some of these subjects at all? Because I may be actually becoming a mechanical engineer, why should I actually do something like a civil drawing or something like that? But today when I look back, I understand that each subject, each element actually gives some thought about transferable knowledge for you. So many subjects may not directly relate to the type of engineering things which you have taken. But in today's world, there is nothing called compartmentalization. Think about any of the fields. Think about the recent development which made a lot of our life different. The invention of the COVID vaccine. We know that because the COVID vaccine came in just 2 years' time, many of us are sitting here. If that was not there, many of us could not have been here. Look at this, how did they actually made a vaccine in a short period of time? When you think about vaccine, we only think about biological medical sciences as such. Today, vaccine development is not about biological and medical sciences alone. It is about computation, it's about drug discovery, it's about modeling, where the engineers play a very important role. It's about the multiple type of engineers, be the computer engineers, the data scientists, the people with the modeling skills, the people with the electronics knowledge, people with computer science knowledge, people with mechanical knowledge, all of them come together. Because even if I make a drug possible, I need to manufacture it, which means I need to actually make sure that my manufacturing facility is ready in a very short period of time, which primarily means a mechanical civil engineer has to play a role. So the world has moved from the compartmentalization of knowledge to a convergence of knowledge. Any of the things, even in music which you have seen some time back in here, you must have seen the music is so beautiful because it converges multiple aspects together. That is the learning which you should have in the new world of engineering. We cannot really say that I'm doing civil, so I may not actually have any relevance with mechanical, or I don't have any relevance with electrical or computer science, or I'm doing computer science, so I'm not doing anything looking at the other elements. That's not the world anymore. If you really wanted to succeed in the world, this convergence is what is possible. That's why I said, when the children from here, few students from here actually built an autonomous car, and they have not only built an autonomous car, they have also built a hybrid car, where a car which you can actually go in petrol at any point of time, you can convert into an electric vehicle, and while you are on the move also. So when they have done that, they cannot do it only if they are only mechanical engineers. They can only electronics engineers, only electrical engineers. All of them come together and then they converge into it. And I'm sure that this institution provides you a huge number of such opportunities. So we always used to say that knowledge in a professional course comes as a function of how much you are prepared for that. Swami Vivekananda once said that the knowledge is like a large ocean. You can approach it with a small spoon. You can approach it with a bucket, or you can approach it with a large tanker. If I'm going with a spoon, I get a spoonful of knowledge. If I approach it with a bucket, I get a bucket full of knowledge. If I approach with a tanker, I get a full tanker full of knowledge. So it is a choice for you that your teachers, your professors, the whole ecosystem is actually here to support you to realize your dreams. It's up to you to decide how am I going to approach that. Am I going to approach it only to do whatever limited thing which my course tells me, and that too to reach only for the pass mark, and that too to get a small PSC job somewhere? Or is it that I have used work of a lot of people all these years, it's time for me to contribute back and let me make best of use of it, all the resources available around me, and take the create new products and services and product solutions for the brethren around us. I think that, I believe, is the need for all the engineering students today. So when after 4 years from now, when you will have your convocation, I believe that will be in the same room, I will definitely come to sit on the backside to see how many of you will have stories to tell, how many of you will have significant achievements to tell. So next 4 years should be your time where at the end of 4 years you should say that I have created a Google, I have created a new solution so that a large number of my brethren has actually come out of poverty, or a large number of people have come out of, can actually solve the problems of pollution, or large set of people can solve problems of many other things which are around them. I think look around and start solving with whatever you know, whatever you are going to learn. If you can do everyday studies, not from an angle of examination, which is what you are doing all these years, rather than looking at the angle of examinations, start looking at and see that can this be translated to solving some problem around me. You will see that your engineering education is going to be very, very enjoyable and very fruitful as such. At this point of time when you start this professional career, let me once again wish all of you a great time ahead. And like Father Benny Naligara said, someone said earlier that doing what you like is freedom and liking what you do is happiness. So next 4 years, let me wish that you all be extremely happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of enlightenment.
RSIP is one of the pioneers in academic excellence for many years and has been offering various scholarships to motivate our young minds.
We take great pride in presenting to you the top scorers from the 2022-26 batch who have secured the highest semester grade point average. I request our chief guest, Dr. Saji Gopinath, to kindly present the memento to our toppers.
From the Department of Applied Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, we have Malavika S.
Next, from Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, we have DRP Varghese.
From the Department of Civil Engineering, we have Teresa Joni Chakir with an SGPA of perfect 10.
From the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, we have 11 toppers who have scored an SGPA of perfect 10. We have Abhirami CU,
Alanduju Nilakapillan,
Alfie G. Varghese,
Amina Abdulaziz,
Ashwin Ashokan,
Diya Vyapana,
Kiribala Arun,
Sandra Kurian,
Sangeeta T. Samuel,
Siona Kurishingal Biju,
and Susan Ann George. Next, from Computer Science and Business Systems, we have Rida Abdul Rauf.
From the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, we have Jeffrey George.
From the Department of Electronics and Communications Engineering, we have 3 toppers who have scored an SGPA of perfect 10. Anaga M. Anil,
Aravind K.A.
and Sangamitra Manoj.
From the Department of Information Technology, we have Sila Saab.
And finally, from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, we have Abel Johns.
Thank you, sir.
Hearty congratulations to all our toppers. We wish you the very best in all your future endeavors.
Mere words cannot adequately convey a deep appreciation to Dr. Sachi Gopinath, who has graciously taken time from his hectic schedule to honor us with his distinguished presence at Deeksharambham 2023. We are truly privileged to have you join us today as an esteemed guest of honor. We would like to convey our sincere thanks to you, sir. May I invite our provincial, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, to present a memento to Dr. Sachi Gopinath as a symbol of our heartfelt gratitude. The memento given to our chief guest was created by our alumni, Mr. Justin Joyce K.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, sir. We are proud to announce that South Indian Bank is generously gifting RSET with an ambulance. And we have with us the SIB representatives. Mr. Anto George T., Chief General Manager, HR and Operations. Mr. Krishna Kumar, Joint General Manager and Regional Head. And Mr. Prajan Varghese, Assistant General Manager and Zonal Sales Head. They will be handing over the ambulance key to our Director, Reverend Dr. Jose Kuriel CMI. I now kindly invite the SIB representatives to bestow the key to our Director. Thank you. Our PG Dean, Dr. Vinod Kumar PB, Professor in Mathematics, has been the guiding force of RSET since its onset in the year 2001. Currently, he holds the crucial role of Controller of Examinations at RSET. He is a renowned teacher in mathematics who has imprinted his name in the minds of all our students. May I now invite our PG Dean, Dr. Vinod Kumar, for the felicitation.
Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, Provincial Manager. Guest of Honor, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Sachi Gopinath. Reverend Dr. Jose Kuriel CMI, Director. Respected Principal, Dr. P.F. Riji. Reverend Dr. Joel George CMI, Assistant Director and Dean UG Studies. Reverend Dr. Jason Paul Mulligan CMI, Vice Principal. Reverend Fathers, Sisters, other dignitaries of the dais, students, parents, teachers, and members of the staff. I congratulate all the students who have joined for BTech and MTech programs for choosing this institution as the foundation to build their career. Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology has a rich tradition with its own culture and discipline. there is a lot of space here to enhance knowledge. As you all know, the institution became autonomous in 2020 as conferred by University Grants Commission and as notified by APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University. The institution has the freedom to design curriculum, frame the syllabus, deliver the courses, conduct final examination, publish the research, and issue provisional certificates. The final degree certificate will be awarded by APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University. The newly designed curriculum, which is effective from this academic year onwards, gives a lot of opportunities for students to choose the course of their own interest. The curriculum not only focuses on the fundamental core courses, but also give opportunities to understand recent developments. We in RSET not only provide appropriate academic environment for students, but also look at the holistic development of students. Dear students, you cannot control your circumstances, but you can control your own thoughts. Thoughts and actions determine your character. If you have right attitude, will to do hard work, self-control, respect your parents and teachers, then you can build an excellent career. May the God Almighty shower blessings on you for a bright, vibrant and informative academic life in this campus. I also congratulate all the top performers and wish them an excellent career ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our Assistant Director, Reverend Dr. Joel George Pulolul CMI, has been associated with the ASET since its inception in the year 2001. He currently presides over as the Assistant Director and Dean UG Studies of ASET. He has played a pivotal role in shaping the vision of ASET and serves as an exemplar of integrity, compassion and dedication. May I now invite our Assistant Director, Reverend Dr. Joel George Pulolul CMI, for the felicitation.
Dear beloved manager, Reverend Father Benny Nalkara CMI, distinguished chief guest of the day, Dr. Saji Gobinath, Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, esteemed Director, Reverend Dr. Jose Uriadat CMI, respected Principal, Srijit PS, Professor Srijit PS, and the Vice Principal, Reverend Dr. Jason Paul, esteemed PG Dean, Dr. Vinod Kumar PB, Reverend Fathers, Sisters, Head of various departments, esteemed faculty colleagues, dear parents, and cherished students. Today, we stand at the threshold of a significant milestone, the initiation ceremony, that is Deeksharambham 2023, marking the commencement of another promising academic year at Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. Since its inception in 2001, this tradition has been an integral part of Rajagiri journey. Today, Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology stands tall as a symbol of excellence in engineering education and research in India. Thanks to the unwavering support of Carmelites of Mary Immaculate and indigenous Catholic religious congregation. RSET, an institution bearing the distinguished Rajagiri hallmark of academic excellence and social commitment, has claimed a niche for itself in the realm of engineering education. Guided by the profound vision of St. Kyriakos Elias Chavra, one of our founding fathers of the congregation, the CMIs have tirelessly worked together, imparting value-based quality education to the society at large, transcending the religious boundaries across the centuries. Since its inception, the institution has been dedicated to nurturing outstanding professionals, instilling in them imaginative thinking, innovative ideas, and practical expertise. The esteemed alumni of this institution continue to leave an indelible mark on a global scale. To our dear students who are joining us today, it marks an important day for you that you will remember throughout your academic journey. As we step into this great tradition, it's a moment filled with joy and hope. How the next 4 years or 2 years for the MD program, you will be guided to embrace the Rajagiri culture, leading to an integral formation of human person, equipping you for both individual and societal responsibilities. I extend my heartfelt wishes for your academic pursuits in Rajagiri. To the parents, I acknowledge the trust you place in us by entrusting your children to our care. Rest assured, the Rajagiri management is dedicated to fostering positive changes in individuals, empowering them to be the agents of transformation in the society. Our distinguished faculty members who are unwavering in their commitment to the excellence in teaching, research, and mentorship. They play a pivotal role in shaping our students into accomplished professionals equipped with creative thinking, innovative ideas, and practical skills, enabling them to face the challenges in life with courage, conviction, and making meaningful contribution to the society. Once again, congratulations to all on this momentous occasion. Together, let us embark on this academic journey with enthusiasm, determination, and shared vision of excellence. I remain, thank you.
Thank you, Father. Our Vice Principal, Reverend Dr. Jason Paul Mularikil CMI, is a member of the supercomputing team of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University and the founder of Shunya Labs, which is a center of excellence in advanced communicating and communications at our set. May I now invite our Vice Principal, Reverend Dr. Jason Paul Mularikil CMI, for the vote of thanks.
Dear Reverend Father Benny Nalkara, our provincial and the president of this August gathering, respected chief guest of the day, Dr. Saji Gobinath, our Vice Chancellor, Reverend Father Director, Principal, Assistant Director, Deans, Head of the Departments, Reverend Fathers, Sisters, faculty colleagues, beloved freshers and their parents. Our set is just 22 years old. It's relatively very young considering the lifespan of higher education institutions. As many times was mentioned, we were founded in 2001 only. I would like to read a few names. Pradeep Chand C, 2002 to 2006, the second batch alumnus. Dr. Arun Ashok and Mr. Regin John, 2003 to 2007, our third batch alumni. Jakes Bijon, 2004 to 2008, the fourth batch alumnus. And Anand P. Pai, 2004 to 2008, again 4th batch alumnus. Pradeep Chansi, he is presently the Director of Autonomous Driving Division of NVIDIA in Munich, Germany, who leads the cutting-edge research of making self-driving cars. Our chief guest of the day, Dr. Saji Gopinath, was talking about the autonomous cars. And I'm very proud to say that one of the alumni is leading that research in Germany with NVIDIA. The other day, Dr. Tripti, who recently awarded PhD, one of our faculty members, along with Mr. Ajit from IT department, we were in talks. Can we run or trial run the first autonomous vehicle in Kerala in the Rajagiri campus? And the initial discussions are happening. I'm pretty sure that with the help of all others concerned, especially our Vice Chancellor, we will be able to try an autonomous car in the stage in Rajagiri in collaboration with the Cochin Metro. And Dr. Arun Ashok and Mr. Rajin John, again I think Dr. Saji Gopinath mentioned, they co-founded Zizilium Circuits, which is incubated right here in Rajagiri. And they have successfully taped out the first semiconductor chip called SC2391 for any Indian startup company. And we believe that they're set to become the first unicorn company from our campus once they are listed. Jakes Bijoy, he was an easy BTech student at ASET. He went on doing his master's degree in music science and technology from Stanford University, USA. Presently, as many of you know, he is one of the most prolific music directors in Malayalam and South Indian movie industry, with movies like King of Kotha, Porthori, Kadoha, Janaganavana, etc. to his credit. And he is always a great academic interest person. He wants to start maybe an elective bucket which consists of music and sound engineering in Rajagiri. An elective credit. We are working on it in collaboration with the Mollywood. And Anand P. Pai, he is a scientist SF at UA Rao Satellite Center, ISRO, Bangalore, who was a proud member of Chandrayaan 3 team that put India on the moon. These all are the alumni. We are extremely proud of our alumni, and we believe in our system at ASET, our processes, and our dedicated staff members that we will continue to produce such distinguished alumni over the years, which is you, our freshers, those who are in front of us. Dear students, please make us proud. We will do everything in our capacity for you to aim at the stars so that you can reach up to the skies. Let your parents and God's blessings be upon you. Now let me come to my duty. Our chief guest, Dr. Saji Gopinath, not quite unknown to us because he is the Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, our parent university as an autonomous college. He is also the Vice Chancellor of Kerala University of Digital Sciences. He has taken extreme interest and effort to come to this function. He said that he started his journey today from Trivandrum at 5:30 a.m. And to bless this function with his great wisdom and support on behalf of ASET and all who have gathered here, I extend to you, sir, a very warm gratitude. Thank you so much. Our provincial and manager, Reverend Father Benny Nalkarasiamai, is always a constant supporter and a guiding lamp of our city. He has delivered a beautiful message today to enlighten our students, our freshers. Thank you, Father, for presiding this Deeksharambham Susrusha in spite of your busy schedule and delivering this thought-provoking message. Thank you so much. A very special thanks to Reverend Father Jos Kuriyadat, the director, and Dr. P.S. Srijit, our principal, Reverend Father Dr. Joel Pulolil, assistant director, Dr. Vinod Kumar, the controller of examinations, who gives strong leadership to us at any day and bless this event with their gracious presence. Thank you. A word of gratitude to South Indian Bank. They are our trusted bankers. Today, they have donated us an ambulance from their CSR fund. Thank you so much for that kind gesture. And thanks to the staff members, both teaching and non-teaching, especially the deans, HODs, the Deeksharambham committee under the leadership of Dr. Jisha David, the head of the Department of Electronics and Communication, who conducted this event today with all its elegance and grandeur. Thank you all. Last but not least, a very big thank you to the freshers, to the students, their parents and relatives, to whom the day actually belonged to. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for choosing Rajagiri, and you're welcome. Thank you so much. And a very special thanks to the 16 students from Ecam University, France, who will stay with us for the next 2 semesters, and their teacher, Professor Mr. Sharon, who is also present with us. Thank you so much. Once again, thanking you all. I remain. Thanks.
Thank you, Father. With this, we have come to the end of the official program of Deeksharambham 2023. We welcome all the young engineering aspirants to the Rajagiri family.
Ladies and gentlemen, kindly rise for the national anthem.
Dignitaries will leave the dais now. Parents, please remain seated for the PTA election and the orientation program.